A Canadian Mental Health Psychology Guide 1. Canadian Mental Health Introduction. This is an extensive listing of websites, phone numbers, addresses, and organizations for most entities within the medical and mental health realms throughout Canada, including the territories. It's for patients, professionals, and anyone else involved in the medical, mental health and psychology fields in Canada. Jobs in the mental health fields are increasingly intertwining everywhere within the medical, education and non-profit fields. People are hiring psychologists and counselors for almost anything you can think up, like sports, retail store layouts, getting older, etc. Books about healthcare in Canada are at #362.109 or RA395 to RA412 at the library. Social service books are at the following places at the library: 360 associations organizations, 360 social services, 361 social problems general, 362 welfare social, 362.28 suicide prevention, 362.29 health risks of alcohol and drug abuse, 363.2 Federal Bureau of Investigation, 363 social problems and services other, 363.25 virtual exhibit on forensic science, 363.6 National Park Service, Experience Your America, 363.7 Arlington National Cemetery, 363.72 Recycling and Garbage, 363.73 Pollution, 363.738 Environmental Protection Agency Superfund Lessons, 363.738 Global Warming, 363.739 Kids Air, 363.8 Hungry Planet, What People Eat, 364 Criminology, 364 FBI Famous Cases, 365 Penal Institutions, 367 Clubs General, 368 Insurance. Books about seniors, retirement, and aging are at #301.435, #305.26 and #646.79-80 at the library. You'll find some inspirational, psychology-type books at #155.67. Social welfare organizations are at #361-362. Health and nursing care books go from #362.6097 to #362.82 and HV1450. Books about grief are at #152.24, books about widowhood are at #155.937. Books about death are at #301.428 and #306.87-90. Chapter 1. Canada Mental Health Help at letstalk.bell.ca. The big Canadian mental health website letstalk.bell.ca. The telecommunications phone company has created a good website with mental health knowledge and resources, organizations, websites, online support, etc. on it, not just for Canadians but for anyone worldwide who is either in this mental health business industry or is feeling different, wacky, funny, insane, or weak and wimpy and wants some info. letstalk.bell.ca. Twitter.com/bell_letstalk. Facebook.com/bell-letstalk. YouTube.com/watch?V=31ECUN4HWZE. letstalk.bell.ca/n/toolkit, download a free PDF booklet. letstalk.bell.ca/n/get-help, a page of resources, articles, and websites. World Mental Health Day and Canada Let's Talk Day. World Mental Health Day is October 10th. letstalk.bell.ca celebrates January 25th as Canada's Mental Health Awareness and Acceptance Day. Online Mental Health Forum to Talk. mdsc.ca/forum. End the Stigma/Mental Health First Aid, MHFA. They say if you're feeling blue, wacky, alternative, funny, weird, funny, or cool, in other words if you're not your usual mundane clone comfortable self, you might be developing a mental health problem or experiencing a mental health crisis. You could have a substance-related disorder, mood disorder, anxiety disorder, psychotic disorder, eating disorder, deliberate self-injury, overdose, suicidal behavior, panic attack, psychotic episode, acute stress reaction. If you are in crisis, go to your local hospital or call 911. If a family member is experiencing distress, talk to them gently and get help. Mental Health First Aid Canada. mhfa.ca. mhfa@mentalhealthcommission.ca. 1-866-989-3985. mooddisorderscanada.ca. defeatdepression.ca. Canada Kids Helpline. Struggling with a problem? Free, anonymous, confidential, and available 24/7/365. kidshelpphone.ca. 1-800-668-6868. org.kidshelpphone.ca/resources/suicide. kidshelpphone.ca/Facebook. kidshelpphone.ca/Twitter. kidshelpphone.ca/YouTube. kidshelpphone.ca/LinkedIn. org.jeunesse-eco-ut.ca/oudils-et-res-sources/le-suicide. org.kidshelpphone.ca/courage. org.kidshelpphone.ca/resources. kidshelpphone.ca/teen/home.aspx. org.kidshelpphone.ca/blog. kidshelpphone.ca/teen/iskuesonline/chat-counseling.aspx. org.kidshelpphone.ca/resources/bullying. org.kidshelpphone.ca/resources/bullying-awareness-week. org.kidshelpphone.ca/resources/cyberbullying. org.kidshelpphone.ca/resources/online-safety. org.kidshelpphone.ca/resources/hope. org.kidshelpphone.ca/resources/promoting-emotional-health. org.kidshelpphone.ca/resources/tools-resources-FAQs. org.kidshelpphone.ca/resources/materials. org.kidshelpphone.ca/resources/suicide. org.kidshelpphone.ca/brotalk. org.kidshelpphone.ca/about-us/regional-information. org.kidshelpphone.ca/about-us/regional-and-the-northwest-territories. org.kidshelpphone.ca/about-us/regional-information/Atlantic-Canada. org.kidshelpphone.ca/about-us/regional-information/British-Columbia. org.kidshelpphone.ca/about-us/regional-information/Ontario. org.kidshelpphone.ca/about-us/regional-information/Saskatchewan-Manitoba-Nunavut. org.kidshelpphone.ca/about-us/regional-information/Quebec. Find a treatment center for your problem/issue. kidshelpphone.ca/resources-arundme/welcome.html. Pick one of these categories to get lists in your area or through the entire country. Counseling and mental health support. Drugs, alcohol, and gambling support. Housing and homelessness support. Job support. Legal and advocacy support. Health, violence and abuse support. Aboriginal support services. LGBTQ support services. Canada MH websites. Canadian Mental Health Association. cmha.ca. Ontario's Horace.ca. Bell Canada Youth Mental Health Outreach Clinic. mooddisorderscanada.ca. moodddisorderscanada.ca/forum/forum.php, online peer support. workwithus.ca. Workplace resources. defeatdepression.ca. moodddisorderscanada.ca/documents/workplace-health_n.pdf. Employer resource book. mdcme.ca/coursinfo.asp?id=143. Mental health educational series for doctors, nurses, etc. cpa.ca. Canadian Psychological Association, CPA. CHIO.on.ca. Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario, CHIO. Douglas.qc.ca. Douglas Mental Health University Institute. Schizophrenia.ca. Schizophrenia Society.petitstressors.ca. Fondation Les Petits Stressors.hlhl.qc.cal. Institut Universitaire en Santé Mentale de Montréal.psychiatry.ubc.ca. British Columbia University, University of British Columbia. Starting the conversation about mental health. Let's talk.bell.ca/n/toolkit, download the guide, unzip the file, it's a PDF, read it through Adobe or Windows PDF readers. Contact your local Canadian Mental Health Association branch. cmha.ca/get-involved/find-your-CMHA. Find a local crisis center for suicide prevention. suicideprevention.ca/in-crisis-now/find-a-crisis-center-now. Consult 211, Canada's primary source of information on government and community-based health and social services. Call 211 or visit 211.ca. Health Information and Resources Teacher Training Guide. mediasmarts.ca/lets-pilot. letstalk.bell.ca/end-the-stigma/facts. Bell Let's Talk Conversation. Alzheimer's Society Canada, alzheimer.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association, CMHA-CMHA.ca. Centre for Addiction and Mental Health, CAMH-CAMH.ca. Connex Ontario, connexontario.ca. Connex Ontario operates 3 helplines, a mental health hotline, 1-866-531-2600. A drug and alcohol hotline, 1-800-565-8603, and a problem gambling helpline, 1-888-230-3505. Free for people in Ontario. Information by phone, email, or web chats on services in your community. Empowerment Council, a voice for the clients of CAMH. empowermentcouncil.ca. Voice for clients/survivors and ex-clients of mental health and addiction services, primarily of CAMH. Kids Help Phone, kidshelpphone.ca. Free, confidential telephone and web counseling and referrals for people under age 21. 1-800-668-6868. Mood Disorder Society of Canada, mooddisorderscanada.ca. Depression and Bipolar Disorder. Santé et Services Sociaux Québec, msss.gov.qc.ca. Health and Social Services Quebec provides a list of mental health and addiction resources in Quebec. msss.gov.qc.ca/santé_mentally/index.php?ID=37,51,0,1,0. Schizophrenia Society of Canada, schizophrenia.ca. 211.ca. 211 is Canada's main source of information on government and community-based health and social services. Call 211. 211.ca. Information for clients and families. knowledgex.camh.net/primary_care/resources_families/pages/default.aspx. Knowledge videos. knowledgex.camh.net/videos/pages/menim.aspx. Here to help, BC Here to help.bc.ca. Here to help BC Partners for Mental Health and Addictions Information. Collective of 7 Mental Health and Addiction Agencies. Multicultural Mental Health Resource Center, MMHRC mmhrc.ca. Multiple languages. National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI, usnami.org. NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. National Empowerment Center, uspower2u.org. This consumer/survivor/ex-patient run organization. National Institute of Mental Health, NIMH, US. nimh.nih.gov/health/index.shtml. Mental Health Commission of Canada. mentalhealthcommission.ca. Time to Change. time-to-change.org.uk/talk-about-mental-health/tips. Time to Change is an anti-stigma campaign in the UK. Media Smarts. ND, Teacher Training Guide. mediasmarts.ca/site/default/files/let's_talk_teacher_training_guide.pdf. Center for Addiction and Mental Health. knowledgex.camh.net. Mental Health First Aid Canada. mhfa.ca. Email mhfa@mentalhealthcommission.ca. 1-866-989-3985. Chapter 2. Canadian Mental Health Info. Major Canadian mental health websites. camh.net, Mental Health. camh.net/Clark-Epiges, Institute of Psychiatry. cmha.ca, 800-857-6213, Canadian Mental Health Association. mentalhealthcommission.ca. psych.on.ca, Ontario Psychological Association. cpa.ca, Canadian Psychological Association. cpa-apc.org, the Canadian Psychiatric Association. eopia.ca, Ontario Psychiatric Association. Canadian Mental Health websites. 1in5.ca. acrossboundaries.ca, Across Boundaries, an ethnocultural mental health centre. bcss.org, British Columbia Schizophrenia Society. bell.ca/letstalk. callbs.ca, bullying, etc. chmonline.ca. cihr-irsc.gc.ca/e/27982.html, Mental Health and the Workplace, National Mental Health Week. cmha.bc.ca. cmha.ca/english/coping_with_stress/index.html, Coping with Stress. cmhons.org, Nova Scotia. cmho.org, Children's Mental Health Ontario. coach.ca. counselingmen.com, Counseling for Men, Toronto. cpa.ca, Canadian Psychological Association. cpa.ca, Psychological Association. cpa-apc.org, Psychiatry. cpamedical.org, Psychiatry. cprf.ca, Canadian Psychiatric Research Foundation. depressionnovascotia.com. ementalhealth.ca. ementalhealth.ca, Mental Health Resources for Ottawa Carleton, Ontario. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/Ontario_mental_health_act. forum.psychlinks.ca. inclusionrevolution.com. interpersonalpsychotherapy.org. introspect.ca, Tools for Personal Development. justbeuel.com, Vancouver, BC, and Toronto, on. kidsmentalhealth.ca. mentalhealthns.ca. mentalhealthroundtable.ca. mentalhealthworks.ca, Workplace Mental Health Training. miaw.ca, Mental Illness Awareness Week. mitra.com, Medical Software. mooddisorderscanada.ca. notmyselftoday.ca. Psychlinks.ca, selfhelpconnection.ca, standupformentalhealth.com, stresscanada.org, suicideinfo.ca. Canadian mental health websites at blog.feedspot.com/Canadian_mental_health_blogs. See alltimementalhealth.com/blog. cmha.ca/blogs. cmho.org/blog. dawsonross.wordpress.com. lifevoice.ca/mental-health-blog. mentalhealthathome.org/blog. mindyourmind.ca/blog. trauma.blog.yourq.ca. we'reneveralone.co/blog. Canadian Mental Health Organizations. Canadian Mental Health Association. 8 King Street East. Number 810. Toronto, on M5C1B5. 416-484-7750. Fax, 416-484-4617. National at cmha.ca. cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. 550 Sherbrooke Street West. Number 310. Montreal, QCH 301B9. 800-857-6213. 514-849-3291. cmhanat@interlog.com. cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association National Office. 2160 Yonge Street. 3rd floor. Toronto, on M45-2Z3. 456-484-7750. Fax, 416-484-4617. cmha.ca. Canadian Institute of Stress. Box 665, Station U. Toronto, on M8Z5Y9. 456-236-4218. Fax, 456-237-1828. Canadian Psychological Association. 151 Slater Street. Number 205. Ottawa, on KIP 5H3. 613-237-2144. Fax, 613-237-1674. cpa.ca. Canadian Psychiatric Association. 441 McLaren. Number 260. Ottawa, on K2P2H3. 800-267-1555. 613-234-2815. Fax, 613-234-9857. cpa@medical.org. cpa.medical.org. Center for Addictions and Mental Health Foundation, CAMH. 250 College Street. Ground floor. Toronto, on M5T1R8. 416-979-6909. Fax, 416-979-6910. Foundation@camh.net. camh.net. Here to help, BC Partners for Mental Health and Addictions Information. 1200 to 1111 Melville Street. Vancouver, BC. 604-669-7600. Here to help.bc.ca. Schizophrenia Society of Canada. Number 814. 75 The Donway W. N. York, on M3C2 times 10 to the power of 9th. 800-809 Hope. 416-445-8204. Fax, 416-445-2270. Schizophrenia.ca. Aboriginal Healing Foundation. 75 Albert Street. Number 801. Ottawa, on 613-237-4441. ahf.ca. Aisling Discoveries Child and Family Center. 325 Milner Avenue, number 110. Scarborough, on. 416-321-5464. aislingdiscoveries.on.ca. Algoma Family Services. Head Office. 205 McNabb Street. Salt Ste. Marie, on. 705-945-5050. algomafamilyservices.org. AMI Quebec. Alliance for the Mentally Ill. 5253 Decarie. Number 200. Montreal, QC. 514-486-1448. amiquebec.org. Association de Parents pour la Santé Mentale de Saint-Laurent Bordeaux Cartierville. APSM. 1055. Avenue Sainte-Croix, Bureau 114. Block G, Saint-Laurent, QC. 514-744-5218. Association des Art Therapeutes du Québec, Inc. 5764 Avenue Monkland Bureau 301. Montreal. QC. 514-990-5415. aatq.org. Kenvoice. 450 Spruce Street. London, on. 519-434-8303. Canadian Psychiatric Research Foundation. 1007-2 Carlton Street. Toronto, on. 416-351-7757. cprf.ca. Canadian Psychological Association. 702-141 Laurier Avenue West. Ottawa, on. 613-237-2144. cpa.ca. Canadian Psychiatric Association. 141 Laurier Avenue West. Number 701. Ottawa, on. 613-234-2815. cpa-apc.org. Centre Bienvenue. 12694 Bull. Gwyn West. Pierrefonds, QC. 514-421-2212. centrebienvenue.org. Chimo Helpline. POG 1033. Fredericton, NB. 506-450 Help. 4357. chimohelpline.ca. Codependence Anonymous. New Westminster, BC. 604-515-5585. College of Registered Psychiatric Nurses of Alberta. 201. 9711. 45 Avenue. Edmonton, UB. 780-434-7666. College of Registered Psychiatric Nurses of British Columbia. 2502 St. John Street. Number 307. Port Moody, BC. 604-931-5200. crpnbc.ca. College of Registered Psychiatric Nurses of Manitoba. 1854 Portage Avenue. Winnipeg, MB. 204-888-4841. crpnm.mb.ca. Community Mental Health Clinic, Dufferin. 10 First Street. 2nd floor, Orangeville, on. 800-471-1732. Community Connections. Revelstoke, Society. Revelstoke, BC. 250-837-2920. community-connections.ca. Consumer/Survivor Information Resource Center of Toronto. CAMH, The Mall. 1001 Queen Street West. Toronto, on. 416-595-2882. csinfo.ca. Counseling Services of Belleville. 12 Moira Street East, Belleville, on. 613-966-7413. csbd.on.ca. Emotions Anonymous, BC. 604-667-7600. healthservices.gov.bc.ca. Integra. 25 Imperial Street, Toronto, on. 416-486-8055. integra.on.ca. Krasman Center, Alistan. 17 Paris Street, Alistan, on. 705-435-0054. krasmancenter.com. Krasman Center, Richmond Hill. 10121 Yonge Street, Richmond Hill, on. 905-780-0491. krasmancenter.com. Lang House. 1225 Barrington Street, Halifax, Nova Scotia. 902-425-9018. langhouse.org. London Cognitive Behavioural Therapy Group, London Health Sciences Centre, London, on. 519-685-8500 EXT 77123. ocdontario.org/peersupport.html. Making Faces. 98 Woodmount Avenue, Toronto, on. 416-875-3223 Face. makingfaces.ca. Mental Health Rights Coalition. 370 Main Street East, Hamilton, on. 905-545-2525. mentalhealthrights.ca. Mental Health Consumer Survivor Project. 12 Erie Street, Collingwood, on. 705-444-1844. georgian.net/CSP. Mental Illness Foundation. 2120 Sherbrooke Street East, number 401. Montreal, QC. 514-529-5354. Fonda Tiondes Maladies Mentals.org. Muskoka Parry Sound Community Mental Health Service, Parry Sound Office. 26 James Street, Parry Sound, on. 705-746-1537. mpscmhs.on.ca. Muskoka Parry Sound Community Mental Health Service, Huntsville Office. 67 Main Street West, Unit 1, Huntsville, on. 705-789-8891. mpscmhs.on.ca. Muskoka Parry Sound Community Mental Health Service, Sundridge Office. 87 Main Street, Sundridge, on. 705-384-5514. mpscmhs.on.ca. Muskoka Parry Sound Community Mental Health Service, Bracebridge Office. 173-202 Manitoba Street, Bracebridge, on. 705-645-2262. mpscmhs.on.ca. National Network for Mental Health. Number 604. 55 King Street, St. Catharines, on. 905-682-2423. nnmh.ca. National Association for the Dually Diagnosed Ontario Chapter. Centre for Addiction and Mental Health, Dual Diagnosis Program. 1001 Queen Street West, Unit 4. Number 112. Toronto, on. 416-535-8501. dualdiagnosisontario.net. Native Mental Health Association of Canada. POG 242. Chilliwack, BC. 604-793-1983. nmhac.ca. New Brunswick Department of Health, Addiction and Mental Health Services. CP 5100. 520 Rooking, Place Carlton 5E Etage, Fredericton, NB. 506-457-4800. Ontario Association of Psychological Associates. 16 to 1375 South Down Road. Number 303. Mississauga, on. OPA at opa.on.ca. opa.on.ca. Ontario Federation of Community Mental Health and Addiction Programs. 250 Consumers Road. Number 806. Toronto, on. 416-490-8900. ofcmhap.on.ca. Ontario Psychological Association. 730 Yonge Street. Number 201. Toronto, on. 416-961-5552. psych.on.ca. Ontario Psychiatric Association. B344 Lakeshore Road East. Oakville, on. 905-827-4659. eopia.ca. Ordre de Psychologues du Québec. 510-1100 Avenue Beaumont, Mont-Royal, QC. 514-738-1881. ordrepsi.qc.ca. Perspective communautaire and santé mentale. 16115 Bull. Gwyn, West. Number 300. STE Genevieve, QC. 514-696-0972. pcsm-cpmh.org. Psychology Foundation of Canada. 800. 2 St. Clair Ave East. Toronto, on. 416-644-4944. psychologyfoundation.org. R. Samuel McLaughlin Addiction and Mental Health Information Center. 219 Dufferin Street. #3B. Toronto, on. 416-595-6111. camh.net/about_addiction_mental_health/McLaughlin_information_center. Registered Psychiatric Nurses Association of Saskatchewan. 2055 Lorne Street. Regina, SK. 306-586-4617. rpnas.com. Riverside Community Counseling. 110 Victoria Avenue, Fort Francis, on. 807-274-4807. The Lance Crashman Memorial Center for Community Mental Health. 10121 Yonge Street. Richmond Hill, on. 905-780-0491. krasmancenter.com. Therapeutic Pause of Canada. 2886 Front Road. Hawkesbury, on. 613-632-6502. tpoc.ca. Vancouver/Richmond Early Psychosis Intervention Program. 207-2250 Commercial Dr. Vancouver, BC. 604-225-2211. hopevancouver.com. Vanderhoof Health Unit, Mental Health and Addiction Services. 3299 Hospital Road. Vanderhoof, BC. 250-567-6900. northernhealth.ca. Canadian Children's Mental Health Info. Try #312.2, #362.269, #616.89022, #616.89285-89, #649.1, RA 790.7 and RJ 499 RJ 506 at the Library for books about children's mental health. kidsmentalhealth.ca mcgill.ca/tc-psych/clinical/child, Transcultural Child Psychiatry Clinic McGill University, Montreal. Association de Parents et Amis du Bien-être Mental du Sud-Ouest de Montréal. 405. Terrasse Newman, Bureau 260. La Salle, QC. 514-368-4824. apabmso.org. Association Laval-Louis de Parents pour le Bien-être Mental. Alphabom. 1800 Boulevard Le Corbusier, Bureau 134. Laval, QC. 450-688-0541. alphabom.qc.ca. Association de Parents et Amis de la Personnalité et de Maladie Mentale. APAMARS. 1295. Chemin Chambly, Longueuil, QC. 450-677-5697. apammrs.org. Bosco Homes. 6770 129th Avenue. Edmonton, UB. 780-440-0708. boscohomes.ca. Central Toronto Youth Services. 65 Wellesley Street East. Number 300. Toronto, on. 416-924-2100. ctys.org. Central Okanagan Child Development Association. COCTA. 1546 Bernard Avenue. Kelowna, BC. 250-763-5100. COCTA.com. Children's Mental Health Ontario. 40 St. Clair Avenue East. Number 309. Toronto, on. 416-921-2109. kidsmentalhealth.ca. Family and Friends Mental Health Support Group. Consumer/Survivor Project for Simcoe Country. 12 Erie Street. Collingwood, on. 709-725-0363. Family Association for Mental Health Everywhere. 4214 Dundas Street West. Unit 209. Etobicoke, on. 416-207-5032. FameForFamilies.com. Family Service Thames Valley. Mental Health for Youth. 519-494-9460. MindyOurMind.ca. International Center for Youth Gambling Problems and High-Risk Behaviors. Duggan House, McGill University. 3724 McTavish. Montreal, QC. 514-398-1391. L'Association Québécoise de Parents et Amis de la Personnalité et de Maladie Mentale, ACPAM. 1260 Rue Ste Catherine Est, Bureau 202A. Montreal, QC. 514-524-7131. pjinter.net/AQPM. Nelson Youth Center. 4225 New Street. Burlington, on. 905-681-2611. NelsonIOUTHCenters.com/index.htm. Rainbows Canada. 80 Bradford Street. Number 514. Barrie, on. 705-726-7407. Rainbows.ca. Reach Out Center for Kids. 471 Pearl Street. Burlington, on. 905-634-2347. The FORCE. Society for Kids Mental Health. POG 91697. West Vancouver, BC. 604-878-3633. 3400. bckidsmentalhealth.org. Vanier Children's Services. 871 Trafalgar Street. London, on. 519-433-3101. Vanier.com. Chapter 3. Canadian Mental Health Association Local Offices. Canadian Mental Health Association. New Brunswick Division. 403 Regent Street. Number 202. Fredericton, NB. 506-455-5231. nb.cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. North and West Vancouver Branch. 201. 935 Marine Drive. North Vancouver, BC. 604-987-6959. northwestvancouver.cmha.bc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Newfoundland and Labrador Division. 81 Kenmount Road. St. John's, NL. 709-753-8550. cmhnl.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. North Battleford Branch. 1011. 103rd Street. North Battleford, SK. 306-446-7177. cmhask.com. Canadian Mental Health Association. Niagara Branch. 15 Wellington Street. St. Catharines, on. 905-641-5222. cmhniagara.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Northwest Region. 9713. 100 Avenue. Grande Prairie, UB. 780-814-2349. grandeprairie.cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Nipissing Regional Branch. 156 McIntyre Street West North Bay, on. 705-474-1299. cmhnipissing.on.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Northwest Territories Division. 5125. 50th Street. POG 2580. Yellowknife, NT. 867-873-3190. cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Norman Region Branch. 1088 3rd Street West. Box 936. The Pot, MB. 204-623-7203. Manitoba.cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Nova Scotia Division. 63 King Street. Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. 902-466-6600. novascotia.cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Ontario Division. 2301. 180 Dundas Street West. Toronto, on. 416-977-5580. ontario.cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Peterborough Branch. 466 George Street North. Peterborough, on. 705-748-6711. peterborough.cmha.on.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Ottawa Branch. 301. 1355 Bank Street. Ottawa, on. 613-737-7791. cmhottawa.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Pictou Branch. 36 Cameron Avenue. New Glasgow, NS. 902-752-5578. novascotia.cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Oxford County Branch. 522 Peel Street, Woodstock, on. 519-539-8055. cmhoxford.on.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Pincher Creek Branch. POG 1052. 696 Kettle Street, Pincher Creek, UB. 403-627-2726. alberta.cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Peel Branch Finance and Administration. 5. 250 Clarence Street, Brampton, on. 905-451-1718. cmhappeal.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Port Alberni Branch. New Horizons Centre. 3178 2nd Avenue, Port Alberni, BC. 250-724-7199. cmhapa.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Peel Branch Resource Centre. 2 County Court Boulevard, number 102. Brampton, on. 905-451-2123. cmhappeal.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Prince Albert Branch. 1322 Central Avenue, Prince Albert, SK. 306-763-7747. cmhask.com. Canadian Mental Health Association. Prince County Branch. 1167 Duke Street, Summerside, PE. 902-436-7399. cmha.pe.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Rive-Sud de Montreal. 150 Rue Grant, Bureau 300. Longueuil, QC. 450-616-1569. acsm.qc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Prince Edward Island Division. POB 785. 178 Fitzroy Street, Charlottetown, PE. 902-566-3034. cmha.pe.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Saguenay Filiale. 371 Rue Racine Estate Chicoutimi, QC. 418-549-0765. acsm.qc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Prince George Branch. 555 George Street, Prince George, BC. 250-564-8644. cmha.bc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. St. John Branch. 15 Market Square, number 1500. St. John, NB. 506-633-1705. sj.cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Regina Branch. 1810 Albert Street, Regina, SK. 306-525-9543. cmhask.com. Canadian Mental Health Association. Salmon Arm Branch. POG 3275. Salmon Arm, BC. 250-832-8477. salmonarm.cmha.bc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Richmond Branch. 7351 Elmbridge Way, Richmond, BC. 604-276-8834. cmha-rmd.com. Canadian Mental Health Association. Saskatchewan Division. 2702. 12th Avenue, Regina, SK. 306-525-5601. cmhask.com. Canadian Mental Health Association. Saskatoon Branch. 1301 Avenue P North. Saskatoon, SK. 306-384-9333. cmhask.com. Canadian Mental Health Association. South Region. 426. 6th Street South. Lethbridge, UB. 403-329-4775. lethbridge.cmha.ab.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. SALT STE. Marie Branch. 386 Queen Street East. SALT STE. Marie, on. 705-759-0458. cmhssm.com. Canadian Mental Health Association. Southeast Region. 204. 1865 Dunmore Road Southeast. Medicine Hat, UB. 403-504-1811. ser.cmha.ab.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Simon Fraser Branch. 105. 129 Columbia Street East. New Westminster, BC. 604-516-8080. Canadian Mental Health Association. Stormont, Dundas, Glengarry, Prescott Russell Branch. 329 Pitt Street. Cornwall, on. 613-933-5845. cmha-east.on.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Sarl, St. Joseph, Tracy. 107. 105 Rue Prince, Sarl, QC. 450-746-1497. acsm.qc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Sudbury Branch. 111 Elm Street. Number 100. Sudbury, on. 705-675-7252. cmha.sudbury.on.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. South Okanagan-Similkameen Branch. 825 Westminster Avenue West. Penticton, BC. 250-493-8999. cmha.bc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Swan Valley Region Branch. POG 1593. 610 Main Street. Swan River, MB. 204-734-2734. Manitoba.cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Swift Current Branch. 170. 4th Avenue NW, Swift Current, SK. 306-778-2440. cmhask.com. Canadian Mental Health Association. Trail Office. 1939 Columbia Avenue. Trail, BC. 250-368-5223. kootenays.cmha.bc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Thompson Region. POG 456. 43 Fox Bay, Thompson, MB. 204-677-6050. thompson.cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Vancouver, Burnaby Branch. 175 West Broadway. Vancouver, BC. 604-872-4902. vb.cmha.bc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Thunder Bay Branch. 200 Van Norman Street. Thunder Bay, on. 807-345-5564. cmha-tv.on.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Vernon Branch. 3100 28th Avenue, Vernon, BC. 250-542-3114. vernon.cmh.bc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Toronto Branch. 480. 700 Lawrence Avenue West, Toronto, on 416-789-7957. toronto.cmh.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Victoria Branch. 125 Skinner Street, Victoria, BC. 250-389-1211. cmh.bc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Toronto Branch, Markham Road Office. 1200 Markham Road. Number 500. Scarborough, on 416-289-6285. toronto.cmh.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Victoria County Branch. 2 Kent Street West. 2nd floor, Lindsay, on 705-328-2704. ontario.cmh.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Wellington Dufferin Branch. Waterloo Regional Branch. 5420 Highway 6 North, RR number 5. Guelph, on 519-766-4450. cmh.eb.on.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Williams Lake Branch. 51 4th Avenue South, Williams Lake, BC. 250-398-8220. williamslake.cmh.bc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. West Prince Branch. POG 537. Alberton, PE. 902-853-3871. cmh.pe.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Windsor Essex County Branch. 1400 Windsor Avenue, Windsor, on 519-255-7440. cmh-wecb.on.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Westman Region. 23. 12th Street, Brandon, MB. 204-727-5425. Manitoba.cmh.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Winnipeg Region. 432 Ellis Avenue, Winnipeg, MB. 204-982-6103. winnipeg.cmh.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Weyburn Branch. 404 Ashford Street, Weyburn, SK. 306-842-7959. cmhask.com. Canadian Mental Health Association. Wood Buffalo Region. 13C River Point Shops. 36 Riedel Street, Fort McMurray, UB. 780-743-1053. woodbuffalo.cmh.ab.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. White Rock and South Surrey Branch. Box 128, 106, 1656 Martin Drive, Surrey, BC. 604-536-2486. cmh.bc.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Yarmouth, Digby, Shelburne Branch. 37 Brunswick Street, Yarmouth, NS. 902-742-0222. novascotia.cmh.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. York Region Branch. 300. 1091 Gorham Street, Newmarket, on 905-853-5700. cmh-year.on.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association. Yorkton Branch. 83 North Street. Yorkton, SK. 306-783-8135. cmhask.com. Canadian Mental Health Association. Yukon Division. 6 Bates Crescent Whitehorse, YT. 867-668-7144. cmha.ca/ben/index.asp. Chapter 4. A Canada Psychology Guide. Canadian Psychology Websites. cpa.ca, Canadian Psychological Association. cpa-apc.org, Canadian Psychiatry. camh.net, Mental Health. camh.net/Clark-Epiges, Institute of Psychiatry. chmonline.ca. cihr-irsc.gc.ca/e/27982.html, Mental Health and the Workplace, National Mental Health Week. cjsonline.ca, the Canadian Journal of Sociology Online. cmha.bc.ca. cmha.ca, 800-857-6213, Canadian Mental Health Association. cmhans.org, Nova Scotia. Coach.ca. CounselingMen.com, Counseling for Men, Toronto. cpa.ca, Canadian Psychological Association. cpa.ca, Psychological Association. cpa-apc.org, Psychiatry. cpamedical.org, Psychiatry. cprf.ca, Canadian Psychiatric Research Foundation. ementalhealth.ca, Mental Health Resources for Ottawa Carleton, Ontario. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/Ontario_mental_health_act. findeourbalance.ca. forensic-psychiatry.ca. cpa.ca/history/his2.html, History of Psychology. forum.psychlinks.ca. greatcanadianpsych.ca. introspect.ca, Tools for Personal Development. justbeuel.com, Vancouver, BC, and Toronto, on. mentalhealthroundtable.ca. mentalhealthroundtable.ca. mentalhealthworks.ca, Workplace Mental Health Training. miaw.ca, Mental Illness Awareness Week. mitra.com, Medical Software. psych.mun.ca. psychclassics.yourq.ca. psychclassics.yourq.ca/topic.htm. psychlinks.ca. selfhelpconnection.ca. stresscanada.org. suicideinfo.ca. yourq.ca/department/psych/orgs. Canada Psychology Organizations. Canadian Mental Health Association. 550 Sherbrooke Street West. Number 310. Montreal, QCH 301B9. 800-857-6213. 514-849-3291. cmhanat@interlog.com. cmha.ca. Canadian Mental Health Association National Office. 2160 Yonge Street. 3rd floor. Toronto, on M45-2Z3. 456-484-7750. Fax, 416-484-4617. cmha.ca. Canadian Institute of Stress. Box 665, Station U. Toronto, on M8Z5Y9. 456-236-4218. Fax, 456-237-1828. Canadian Psychological Association. 151 Slater Street. Number 205. Ottawa, on KIP 5H3. 613-237-2144. Fax, 613-237-1674. CPA.ca. Canadian Psychiatric Association. 441 McLaren. Number 260. Ottawa, on K2P2H3. 800-267-1555. 613-234-2815. Fax, 613-234-9857. CPA@medical.org. CPA.medical.org. Center for Addictions and Mental Health Foundation, CAMH. 250 College Street. Ground floor. Toronto, on M5T1R8. 416-979-6909. Fax, 416-979-6910. Foundation@camh.net. camh.net. Depression Info and Resource Center. Canada. 888-557-5051. Schizophrenia Society of Canada. Number 814. 75 The Donway W. N. York, on M3C 2 × 10 to the power of 9th. 800-809 Hope. 416-445-8204. Fax, 416-445-2270. Schizophrenia.ca. Canadian Counselor and Psychologist Associations by Province. OAMFT.on.ca, Ontario Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, OMFET, Canada, CA. CACCB.ca, Canadian Addiction Counselors Certification Board, CACCB Canada, CA. CAPI.org, Canadian Association for Pastoral Practice and Education, CAP, Canada, CA. CAGC-ACCG.ca, Canadian Association of Genetic Counselors, CAG, Canada, CA. CCACC.ca, Canadian Counseling Association, CCA. Counseling and Education, OS. Psychologists Association.ab.ca, Psychologists Association of Alberta. Psychologists.bc.ca, British Columbia Psychological Association, B. MPS.mb.ca, Manitoba Psychological Society. nfpsych.com, Association of Newfoundland Psychologists, ANP. APNS.ca, Association of Psychologists of Nova Scotia. Psych.on.ca, Ontario Psychological Association. Ordrepsy.qc.ca, Ordre de Psychologues du Québec. Canada Provincial Psychology Associations. Psychologists Association.ab.ca, Psychologists Association of Alberta. 780-424-0294. Unit 103, 1207, 91st Street SW. Edmonton, of T6X1 × 10 to the power of 9th. Psychologists.bc.ca, British Columbia Psychological Association. 604-730-0501. Hashtag 402-1177 West Broadway. Vancouver, BCV6J1Z3 Canada. MPS.ca, Manitoba Psychological Society. 204-947-1685. POG 151 RPO Corridon. Winnipeg, Manitoba R2M3S7. APNS.ca, Association of Psychologists of Nova Scotia. 902-422-9183. Suite 435, 5991 Spring Garden Road. Halifax, Nova Scotia B3H1Y6. Psych.on.ca, Ontario Psychological Association. 416-961-5552, extension 304. 21 St. Clair Avenue East. Suite 403. Toronto, on M4L1T8. Ordrepsy.qc.ca, Ordre de Psychologues du Québec. 514-738-1414. 1881. 1100 Avenue Beaumont Bureau 510. Mont-Royal, Chew H3P 3 times 10 to the power of 5th. Canadian Psychiatry websites. ppao.gov.on.ca, Psychiatric Patient Advocate Office, BAO. Psychiatricsurvivors.org, Psychiatric Survivors of Ottawa, PSO. bc-counselors.org, British Columbia Association of Clinical Counselors, CAC. Canadian Psychiatric Association. 441 McLaren. Number 260. Ottawa, on K2P2H3. 800-267-1555. 613-234-2815. Fax, 613-234-9857. cpa@medical.org. cpa.medical.org. Canadian Seniors Mental Health-Psychogeriatrics. psychiatry.med.uw.ca/ecp/info/thunderbase/lph/psychogeriatric.htm, Lakehead Psychiatric Hospital. ccsmh.ca, Canadian Coalition for Seniors Mental Health. seniorsmentalhealth.ca. Whitby Mental Health Centre.ca/smhp.htm, Seniors Mental Health Program, Whitby, Ontarian, Canada. cmaj.ca/cgi/collection/psychogeriatrics. Canada Psychology Profession websites at dmoz-odp.org/health/mental_services/psychologists/Canada. Subcategories: Alberta, British Columbia, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Ontario, Quebec, Saskatchewan. dmoz-odp.org/health/mental_health/counseling_services/Canada. dmoz-odp.org/regional/North_America/Canada/health/mental_health. Chapter 5. Canada Help Resources. Canadian Self-Help/Support Groups. These are all self-help clearinghouses that can help you to find a support organization relevant to your needs. If none exists in your area, contact your local mental health center. If writing, preface your letter with Self-Help Center/Mental Health Association. canadatrials.com/patient-support-groups.php. CAMAC. B Centre d'Aide Mutuelle Incorporated. CP 535, Suc. Desjardins. Montreal, Quebec H5B1B6. 514-341-1440. Canadian Council on Social Development. POB 3505, STA. C. Ottawa, on Key 4G1. 613-728-1865. Fax, 613-728-9387. Canadian Mental Health Association. 550 Sherbrooke Street West. Number 310. Montreal, QCH 301B9. 800-875-6213. 514-849-3291. cmha.ca. Canadian Psychological Association. 151 Slater Street. Number 205. Ottawa, on KIP 5H3. 613-237-2144. Fax, 613-237-1674. cpa.ca. Depression Info and Resource Center. Canada. 888-557-5051. Family Life Education Council. 33 12th Avenue. SW. Calgary, UB T2R0G9. 403-262-1117. International Network for Mutual Help Centers. 2MT Royal Ave. Hamilton, on L8P4H6. 416-529-3480. Mood Disorders Association of Canada. 204-786-0987. Schizophrenia Society. 814-75 The Donway W. Don Mills, on M3C2 × 10 to the power of 9th. 416-445-8204. Fax, 416-445-2270. 888 SSC Hope. Schizophrenia.ca. Self-Help Clearinghouse. 40 Orchard View Boulevard. Number 215. Toronto, on M4R1B9. 416-487-4355. Self-Help Clearinghouse. Norwest Co-op and Health Center. 103-61 Tyndall Ave. Winnipeg, MBR2X2T4. 204-633-5955. 204-589-5500. 416-487-4355, Toronto. 403-262-1117, Calgary. 604-876-6086, Vancouver. Self-Help Connection. Mental Health Association. 63 King Street. Halifax, NSB 3J2R7. 902-466-2011. Self-Help Project. United Way. 1625 West 8th Avenue. Vancouver, BCV 6J1T9. 604-731-7781. Self-Help Support Center. 410 Cumberland Avenue North. Saskatoon, SKS7M1M6. 306-652-7817. 306-966-5580. Canadian Self-Help Centers by Province. These centers help local self-help groups run smoothly or better. They can give you a referral to a self-help group in your area. Alberta. The Support Network. Edmonton's Distress and Information Center. 11456 Jasper Avenue. Edmonton, UP-T2KOML. 403-482-0198 EXT231. Fax, 403-496-1495. Supinet@compassmart.ub.ca. British Columbia. The Self-Help Resource Association of BC. 1212 West Broadway. Number 303. Vancouver, BCV 6H3V1. 604-733-6186. Fax, 604-730-1015. Shora@vcn.bc.ca. Manitoba. Manitoba Self-Help Clearinghouse. Inc. 825 Sherbrooke Street. Winnipeg, MBR3A1M5. 204-772-6979. Fax, 204-786-0860. New Brunswick. Self-Help Community Service. Box 6125, Station A. St. John, NBE2L4R6. 506-633-4636. 506-634-1673. Fax, 506-636-8543. hdc@nbnet.nb.ca. Nova Scotia. Self-Help Connection. 63 King Street. Dartmouth, Nova Scotia B2Y2R7. 902-466-2011. Fax, 902-466-3300. self-help@chebucto.ns.ca. Ontario. Self-Help Resource Centre of Greater Toronto. 40 Orchard View Boulevard. Number 219. Toronto, on M45 2W4. 416-487-4355. Fax, 416-487-0344. Shoresea at simpatico.ca. selfhelp.on.ca. The Old Forge Community Resource Center. 2730 Carling Avenue, Ottawa, on K2B7J1. 613-829-9777. Fax, 613-829-9318. ncfcarleton.ca/old-forge. Self-help network of Sudbury, Manitoulin. 199 Traverse Street, Sudbury, on P3C3K2. 705-677-0308. Fax, 705-673-3354. Self-help at isis.ca. Prince Edward Island. Family Support and Self-Help Program. Canadian Mental Health Association. POB 785. Charlottetown, PEC 1A7L9. 902-566-3034. Fax, 902-566-4643. Quebec. Centre de Reference du Grand. Montreal. 801 Sherbrooke Street East. Number 401. Montreal, QCH2L1K7. 514-527-1375. Fax, 514-527-9712. Centre d'Action Bénévole du Québec. 615 Pierre Bertrand Boulevard. Sud. Number 250. Vanier, QCGLM3J3. 418-681-3501. Fax, 418-681-6481. West Island Volunteer Bureau. 750 Dawson Avenue. Dorval, QCHOSLX1. 514-631-3720. Fax, 514-631-3024. Canadian Help/Assistance/Social Service websites. Try calling 211 on your phone, which is run by unitedway.org. 211.ca, 2-1-1 in Canada. informcanada.ca, Inform, National Information and Referral Organization. Canadian Housing Help. Abbeyfield.ca, Toronto. cmhc.gc.ca. Canadian Adult Daycare Centres. seniors.gc.ca. Canadian Volunteering Websites. volunteer.ca, Volunteering, Canada's site for information on volunteering. cwy-jcm.org, Volunteering, Canada World Youth. CanadaHelps.org. care.ca/main/index.php?n_home, Care Canada. cbmn.org, Canadian Baptist Ministries. surf.bc.ca, Canada. charityvillage.com, Volunteering, Charity Village. cj.qc.ca, 800-361-2055, Work Camps Quebec. cq.qc.ca, Work Camps, Canada. crossroads-carrefour.ca. cuzo.org, 888-434-2876, Canadian version of Peace Corps, Volunteer Overseas. cuzo.org, Volunteering, Canadian-based international development organization. cuzo.org/volunteer, overseas. dfate-maci.gc.ca/123go/menu-n.asp. feds.ca/employment-section/volunteer-opportunities, volunteering in Kitchener-Waterloo area, University of Waterloo, Federation of Students. frameworkfoundation.ca. frontiersfoundation.org. gap.ca/can, Canada. Giving and volunteering.ca. Idealist.org, volunteering, idealist. IYVCanada.org, major volunteering network. Leeds.uwaterloo.ca/jobs/postings. Lutherwood.ca, volunteering in Kitchener-Waterloo area, volunteer at Lutheran Erwood. OntarioNature.org, Canada. Pan4Gold.com. pch.gc.ca/cyberstation, 866-811-0055, community projects. Placement. ProjectRead.ca, volunteering in Kitchener-Waterloo area, volunteer at Project Read. Redcross.ca. SalvationArmy.ca. sapcanada.org, South Asian. SchoolsWithoutBorders.com, youth leadership through volunteer placements in Brazil, Nepal, Kenya, India. Swap.ca, student work abroad program, a working holiday program for Canadians in the UK, Ireland, France, Germany, etc. TheStudentVolunteer.com, volunteering, volunteer abroad. TRRP.org, Rainforest Canada. TRRP.org/opportunities, temperate rainforest research. UnitedWay.ca/community. UnitedRA.org. uwcambridge.on.ca/number/volunteer-cambridge/452834039, volunteering in Kitchener-Waterloo area, volunteer Cambridge service of the United Way of Cambridge and North Dumfries. VAHABTA.org, Jewish Shariable Group. vo-reb.org, volunteer.ca, 800-670-0401. volnet.org, 800-575-9200, government program, helps volunteer organizations get online, etc. volunteerkw.ca, volunteering in Kitchener-Waterloo area, Volunteer Action Center. volunteernow.ca. volunteertoronto.ca, volunteering in Toronto, Volunteer Center of Toronto. vsocan.org. vsocanada.org. wildernesscommittee.org. wwufusa.com/Canada. yci.org. ulead.org. youthinternational.org, one-semester programs to Asia, Africa. Canadian Crossroads International. 31 Madison Avenue, Toronto, on M5R2S2. 416-967-0801. Fax, 416-967-9078. crossroads@web.apc.org. crossroads-carrefour.ca. Volunteer in 30-plus countries. CUSO. 2255 Carling Avenue. Number 400. Ottawa, on K2B1A6. 613-829-7445. Fax, 613-829-7996. kazoken@web.apc.org. Canadian version of Peace Corps. Eco-volunteer. C/O Great Canadian Travel Company. 158 Fort St. Winnipeg, Manitoba R3C1C9. Canada. 800-661-3830. ecovolunteer.org. CADUP, Canadian Alliance for Development Initiatives and Projects. 907 to 950 Drake St. Vancouver, BC V6Z2B9. Canada. 604-628-7400. CADIP.org. Changing Worlds. 11 Doctors Lane. Calden, Surrey CR35AE. England. 44 1883 340 960. changingworlds.co.uk. Peace Brigades. 192 Spadina Avenue. Toronto, on M5T2C2. 504-4429. Fax, 416-504-4430. pbi@web.apc.org. Try to encourage peace in troubled countries. Sannan Village. C/Okidap. 907 to 950 Drake St. Vancouver, BCV6Z2B9. Canada. 604-628-7400. codip.org. Volunteer Canada. 430 Gilmore Street. Ottawa, on K2P, or 800-670-0401. Fax, 613-231-6725. volunteer.canada@simpatico.ca. volunteer.ca. Canadian Christian Schools. canadianchristianeducation.org. oacs.org, Ontario Alliance of Christian Schools. casupply.com/chik.html, Canadian Christian Academy Homeschooling. parklandemmanuel.ca. canadachristianacademy.com, Brampton, on. campusstarter.com/christiancollegescanada.cfm. Canadian Christian Info. aliveontheisland.com, Cape Breton Music Festival. angelfire.com/journal/Jesus-loves-you. Anglican.ca. astheology.ns.ca, Atlantic School of Theology, Halifax, NS. bnaibirith.ca. canadachristian.com. canadachristiancollege.com. canadaconservative.blogspot.com. canadianchristian.blogspot.com. canadianchristian.com. canadianchristianeducation.org. canadianchristianity.com. canadianmennonite.org. casupply.com/chik.html, Canadian Christian Academy Homeschooling Catholic Halifax.org. cbc.ca/tapestry. cbccts.sk.ca, Canadian Bible College and Canadian Theological Seminary. cbmn.org, Baptist Canada. ccbf.org, Canadian Christian Business Federation, Hamilton-based network of Christian businesses. ccbf.org, Canadian Christian Business. ccbn.ca, Christian Banner Network Exchange Canada. cccc.org, Canadian Council of Christian Charities. cccentral.com, Canadian Christian Central. ccfcanada.ca, Christian Children's Fund of Canada. ccrta.ca, Canadian Christian Relief Development. cctours.ca, Canadian Christian Tours. cdnmbconf.ca/mb/mb herald.htm. cecanada.org, Canadian Christian Endeavour. christianhostmaster.com, free Christian web hosting. christianity.ca. christianrock247.com. christianweek.org. citychurchhalifax.ca. citychurchofhalifax.ca. cjc.ca, Jewish Canada. cmcmusic.ca, music. comitochurch.ca. commonwealmagazine.com. community.web.net/faith. companionscross.ca. compassion.ca, 800-563-5437. crosscanadasearch.com. fusion101.com/groups/Canadian_Christian_singles_dating.wordguild.com, an association of Christian Canadian writers and editors. hearitfirst.ca, music. kidscamps.com/camps/CanadaChristianCamps.hmel Canadian Christian Steward.com. new-ostrach.org, Canadian Orthodox Christian Journal. news.christiansunite.com. orthodoxcanada.org. pirais.ca/ccco-network.net, Canadian Christian Community. utmostchristianwriters.ca. visiontv.ca. yourmusiczone.com.